Okay, folks, we're back, and it is time to Let's Play Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. And I'm going to recenter the DOSBox window slightly and probably do a bad job of it, but oh well. Alright, hello everyone, I'm Late Blight.
I'm Crabbiness.
And we are here to...
play the game?
Yes, actually, we're not really here to pump you up, we're here to play the game, so let's
play.
Let's play Quest for Glory 4. Yes, okay.
Let's go.
As usual, type Sierra to start the game. And sit through this wonderful...
Half Dome.
Yes, in Yosemite, I believe.
I've been there before.
I haven't. I'm so ashamed.
You should be.
Yes. Now, for whatever reason, this version of the game doesn't have sound, and it also doesn't appear to have the background. If you click through the Sierra logo, it shows this nice little background here, but for whatever reason, I don't even have that here. Yeah, for whatever reason, the sound doesn't work on this copy of the game on my computer, or more specifically on DOSBox, the way I have DOSBox configured. When this logo in the background showed up, you're supposed to hear some werewolves. They're supposed to be like this werewolf sound. It's not there. It doesn't work.
That's funny, because it works on mine.
Well, you suck.
No, I don't. I rock.
Alright, or my computer sucks, either one. Alright, so yeah, so I'm going to play the game just with the music. You'll hear the MIDI music, which you hear right now, but you won't hear the sound effects, so I'm sorry to subject you to the horrors of playing this game without sound. Cry me a river. Alright, I was originally going to play this game just from scratch. I wasn't going to import a character or anything, and let me show you what happens if you just click on Create Character. You go through the usual routine. You see your options show up here, which is pretty much limited to the fighter. You're all familiar with the fighter by now, I suppose. He's the guy who waves his big sword around. He fights, yeah. The magic user who...
He magics.
He uses magic. Amazingly enough, he uses magic. And then there's the thief.
Ooh, a bat.
Yeah, the thief.
I have never noticed that before. I'm always way too quick.
Yeah, if you're slow and stodgy like me and you take way too long to choose your character type, then Batman appears and he obscures the characters to make it harder to make your decision because now he's covering up the character.
Such attention whore.
Yeah, I know. I've always thought that the thief looks like a staggering drunkard. I mean, the fighter looks like, he's holding up his sword and he's at attention. The magic user looks at least somewhat alert, but this thief just looks like, can you spare a dime, buddy? So I was originally just going to go here and say, okay, I'll just play as a fighter and, fill in the stats and everything, but no.
It's not really crummy stats.
Yeah, the stats you start off with are kind of poor. Although this game isn't that hard, you don't actually need to start off with excellent stats, and unlike Quest for Glory 2, it's not in a timer, but anyway, I'm going to cancel out of this. Now, after some consideration... Oh, see, now you get this nice little logo in the background. You can't really see it because there's this menu's covering up. There's a castle and there's the moon in the background and all that. You don't see it because the menu's covering it. The menu sucks. The menu should die. Mm-hmm. I'm going to kill that menu someday, but... yeah, so this is the... I decided to import a character. The reason being that I wanted to play as a Paladin. After some pointed advice from some of my viewers, I opted to play as a Paladin because this game, like the previous games in the series, opens up certain branches of the story that are not available to certain character types. And basically, the fighter and the thief don't get any special things that other characters don't get. The magic user does. I think with the magic user you get to meet...
to meet some fairy queen.
The fairy princess or fairy queen or something like that, which I've
never done it before, but it didn't sound that great. I heard she's a real bitch.
Okay. I haven't done it myself. I thought, that might be cool, but as a paladin, you get to be the honorable paladin, and since I messed up so badly in Quest for Glory 2 and I was such a dishonorable hero, I thought, I'll make up for it by being a paladin. But the thing is, as you noticed in the screen we were just at, you can choose to be a fighter, magic user, or thief. You can't choose a paladin. So how can you be a paladin? You have to import a character. And so I thought, well, if I'm going to be a paladin, do I have to, technically what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to become a paladin in a previous game, either Quest for Glory 2 or 3, I believe you can become a paladin, and then if you become a paladin and save your character, then you can import as one. But here's a cool little thing. Well, let me show you what happened. First of all, we go to import character. It says please insert your saved disk or whatever. But okay, I have a couple of saved characters here. This is from Crystal Glory 2, this is from Heroes Quest 1. Actually, I have those in the directory, but here's a nice thing. Here's what's really cool. This is the character I'm going to use. Crowley9, one of my loyal viewers, and a great guy. He does some really awesome Let's Plays himself. He just finished doing, coincidentally enough, he did Batman. He did a Let's Play of the Batman adventure game. Crowley9 volunteered, and I accepted. He volunteered to make a character for this game, for this Let's Play. And so he did. So he called it lateblight3.sav, which is nice. And I'm going to go ahead and import this character. So right off the top, I need to give a big gitos to Crowley. Gitos Spalion for making the character for us.
We love you, Crowley.
Crowley is awesome. Go watch some of his videos. He's cool. Dervedus. Hieno yotto.
Import the character.
Okay, yes, I need to click the import button. Your character has been successfully imported. But here's the thing. It says your character has been imported as a Paladin, so it's correctly reading the character type. But it says, if this is incorrect, indicate your profession below, otherwise select continue. When Crystal Glory 4 was first made, it had a bug in it, which would sometimes cause it to not correctly recognize your character type. So people were playing as wizards or thieves, and it was still importing them as a fighter. So just to deal with that, they said, well, let's just give people the option of choosing their character type in case that's wrong. So guess what? You don't even have to be a Paladin to play as a Paladin in this game. You can just play as anything and just import any character and then click on the Paladin button. However, in this case, the game is correct. I mean, Crowley did actually play through as a Paladin. He became a Paladin himself, so I'll just click on continue and not cheat that way. He gave us some pretty good stats too. I mean, check this out. Crowley really buffed up this character. He got strength up to 300, intelligence not quite to 300, but still, it's pretty good for a fighter, right? Because fighters are kind of boneheaded. Agility and vitality all at the top. Luck is pretty good. No magic. I specifically asked, please, no magic, because I hate the magic system in this game, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But communications right at the top. Weapon use, parry, dodge, all at the top. He gives thief skills, which is awesome. Thief skills are really good. Throwing, top class thrower. No climbing. I'll explain a little bit more about why that is later. It's important to have no climbing if you're starting off as a fighter or a paladin. And acrobatics is the most worthless thing in the world. Ignore this. Acrobatics is like the stupidest thing ever. Don't do it.
I've done acrobatics. They're not bad.
In the game?
Yeah.
No.
I've used it before.
No. Never mention this again. And honor is 300. And what's really cool also is even if you import a character, you actually start off with 100 points available. So I can assign these points as I please. So where should I assign points? Weapon use? I usually go for weapon use, but at this point I don't know if I need it that much.
Can you give yourself luck?
Yeah, you can give yourself luck. So, I can crank up my luck a little bit. My intelligence, make myself a little smarter. I should probably turn up my strength a bit since this is technically a fighter character. My vitality, I'm always having problems with running out of... I'm always having problems with running out of stamina, so... you know what? That's fine. I'll leave it at that. That's fine. And of course my name is Lateblight, and we are a Paladin, so here we go. I don't need to dink around with these stats too much because Crowley already gave us pretty excellent stats, so I'll just go ahead and... yeah, this looks pretty good. I'll go ahead and click on Start. Now here's the thing. Right when you start the game, if you don't like the speech, this is actually the CD version of the game, and if you don't want to play with the speech, right as this is coming up, make sure you push the mouse up to the top of the screen. That way you can go to the control panel right away and turn off audio. That way you don't hear the spoken word. You'll actually see the text messages show up on the screen, because I don't like the spoken voice in this game. And anyway, for this Let's Play, Her Crabbiness and I are going to do the voices anyways, so you're not going to hear the voice acting. I'll also set the fighting style to strategic, or to strategy, because I'm a strategic kind of person. I'll turn detail up because I like lots of detail. Volume can stay there. Skill, I'll turn skill way down because I'm not very skilled, and I want to make the fighting... This basically affects how easy the fighting is in the game. I'll turn that way down. Okay, and here we go. Now it's time to start the game. Play. You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place, the only illumination an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? He stands up. No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Har har har.
Oh, game, you're so silly. You are so funny. Oh, look at that. The icons are animated. You move around the icons and they animate. How clever. Well, we're out of time on this video, so it's time to save our game
It's a
because
good place to stop, you know,
Yeah.
right when you're beginning the game.
I mean, we made so much progress. It took me 10 minutes to start the game, so I'll save as usual as started game. I can't believe this. I mean, I've started the game. I made it this far. We can't lose that kind of progress now. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and welcome to Quest for Glory 4. We will see you in a future video.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.